This is Treasure Island, the pirate-themed Las Vegas hotel. It's older, it's usually cheaper than the hotels around it, and honestly, the location is great. But the real question is it actually worth staying here? I also brought the blacklight, so let's find out. Treasure Island is located on the central north side of the strip, right across from the Venetian and next to what used to be the Mirage, now slowly turning into the Hard Rock. So the location, absolutely unbeatable. You're walking distance to basically everything. It's also one of the last resorts on the strip that offers free parking for everyone. Now, Treasure Island is not one of the giant mega resorts. This isn't the Venetian or the Wynn. The whole place feels like it's peaked somewhere around 2007 and then said, you know what, I'm good. Let's just stay like this forever. It's giving vintage Vegas, but not the cute retro kind. More like carpets have seen things. The casino floor here is actually pretty big and has a mix of everything. You'll find the older classic slot machines, and then you have the newer ones that steal your money faster but look prettier doing it. There are plenty of table games too. Now let's talk about the food and the drinks, because this is where Treasure Island starts to struggle a little. There aren't a lot of dining options here, and if you read the reviews online, most of them are not very good. Right in the middle of the casino floor, you have the Breeze Bar. If you want a drink, this is your spot. There's also the Golden Circle, which is their sportsbook and bar. If you're craving steak, Phil's Steakhouse is where you can get it. Ace Dragon Walk is their Asian fusion restaurant. This one actually has great reviews. Then you have Gillies, the country saloon with barbecue, line dancing, and live music. It feels like Texas teleported into Vegas and said, let's party. By the check-in area, there's the coffee shop, which is their casual breakfast and lunch spot. And now we arrive at Pizzeria Francesco's, which has a stunning 2.8 star rating on Google. I didn't try it, but based on the reviews, I feel confident saying maybe don't. The pizza looked fine, but reviews say it's dry and expensive. Next to it, there's a frozen yogurt spot that is always closed. Like always. And of course, they have Starbucks, because Starbucks is the law in Vegas. You cannot have a hotel without one. They also have a food hall, and I'm using that word loosely. That includes Krispy Kreme and Popeyes. That's literally it. It's the smallest food hall I've ever seen. But honestly, donuts and fried chicken might be the most honest combination in this building. Right next to it is the 24-hour CVS, which is probably the most reliable thing in this hotel. And apparently they have the Cove, which is a bar and an arcade. I had no idea they have an arcade here, but they do, and it looks very cool. They even have bowling. Right outside the hotel, you'll see the famous pirate ships. There's no pirate show anymore, obviously, which is tragic, but you can still take pictures and pretend something exciting happens here. Señor Frog sign is also still up, even though the restaurant has been closed for a while. Oh, and there's also a margarita bar outside. And because Starbucks is multiplying like rabbits, there's another Starbucks. They also have a Cirque du Soleil show here called Mystère. It's one of the oldest shows in Vegas, and according to reviews online, it's a really good show and it's highly recommended. When I arrived, the check-in area was extremely packed. The line was long. They do have self-check-in kiosks, but mine looked at my Apple Card and said nope, so I had to stand in line anyway. It took about 20 minutes. Not the worst, not the best. Once you get to the elevators, the vibe changes. The elevator area, the smell, the lighting, the carpets, it all reminded me of Excalibur and Luxor. Definitely an older vibe. Like I've been here for years and I'm tired energy. I booked the cheapest room they offer, the run of the house. What does that mean? It means they give you whatever room is available and you just hope for the best. The total was $83 after resort fees and taxes, and I did get a small discount by joining the rewards program. I ended up with a king room and it was pretty spacious, about 400 square feet. The furniture is definitely dated. It feels like it remembers the pirate show. There's a king bed, a seating area with one armchair and a small table, and an ice bucket with 2 plastic cups. There's a small TV, maybe 42 inches, a little desk, and the nightstands actually have a lot of space. The lamps have outlets and even a USB port. By the entrance, there's a mirrored closet with an extra blanket, a blow dryer, an iron and an ironing board, hangers, a luggage rack, a safe, and a mini fridge. The bathroom is extremely basic. It looks dated, but it was clean at first glance. There's one sink, some mini toiletries, and a shower tub combo. Definitely not luxurious, but functional. And now, the blacklight. Under the blacklight, the bathroom told a different story. I found stains on the toilet, under the toilet, stains on the wall behind the toilet, and the tub had some spots too. Not ideal. The bed was also not great. The sheets had multiple brown stains. The mattress was extremely stained. You could see the stains even without the blacklight, and there was a dent in the mattress. The headboard was also very worn out. There were also stains on the chair, and the ice bucket was extremely dirty. This was my view. The room faced the north side of the strip and the mountains. They have a spa and a salon in this hotel, and the fitness center is located right next to the spa. The gym isn't huge, but it's clean and well equipped. Lots of cardio machines and weights. It's open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. The pool is also not very large. It's not open during the winter. The pool season here is from mid-March to mid-November. They do have cabanas that you can rent with a TV, a fridge, and a safe. There's also a pool bar and the island pub where you can get drinks and food. And yes, they have a wedding chapel here. So if you want to start your marriage at Treasure Island, you absolutely can. So, should you stay at the Treasure Island Hotel in Las Vegas? Let's go through it using my usual 5-star rating system. And yes, this one is going to be interesting. First up, location. Treasure Island is perfectly located on the central north part of the strip, literally steps from the Wynn and the Venetian. And if you're coming to a show at the Sphere but don't want to sell a kidney to stay at the Wynn, this is the perfect spot. Treasure Island's location is doing most of the heavy lifting here. So for location, I'm giving it 4 stars. Next, amenities and food options. There's a spa, a salon, a nice gym, and the pool. There are restaurants and bars here, technically, but the food options are not the greatest, and one of them has a 2.8 Google rating. So yeah, amenities are fine, nothing special. They do have a great Cirque du Soleil show, so there's that. So for this category, I'm giving it 3 stars. As for room quality, my room was actually pretty spacious, but very basic, very dated, and not the cleanest. It gives functional, not fabulous. Room quality gets 3 stars. As for cleanliness, under the blacklight, I found disappointing stains on basically everything. The mattress, the sheets, the bathroom, just everywhere. So for cleanliness, I'm giving it 2.5 stars. And finally, value. Considering the price, the location, the size of the room, it's actually not a bad deal. If you don't mind that the hotel is older and the room is, let's call it lived in. So for value, I'm giving it 3.5 stars. So the final score is 3.3 out of 5 stars. So would I stay here again? Probably not. But if you're looking for a budget-friendly spot in a fantastic location, it does the job. But if you want something modern and very clean, you might want to look across the street at the Venetian, if you don't mind paying triple. If you want to see what staying across the street looks like, I have a full review of the Venetian linked down below. Spoiler, very different vibes. Treasure Island is exactly what you'd expect. A little worn, a little chaotic, but somehow still charming. Just maybe don't bring a blacklight, trust me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably somewhere with a cleaner mattress. Bye bye.